again?
Well, she doesn't give up.
You're mad at Dorian. And y'all have every right to be. So do I. But what she's trying to do tonight is a good thing.
What? Fooling the Riveras into thinking she's not a monster?
Trying to make amends. She's trying to make things better for Markko and Langston. They're such nice kids. Look, Ray left town and she got drunk and said some things she shouldn't have, but those kids shouldn't have to pay for it.
She did apologize.
We're still waiting for an apology. Something a little more heartfelt than, well, okay, I'm sorry, all right.
Well, so you're all just gonna sit here and be stubborn while Markko's happiness is up for grabs?
My wife is very dramatic.
Markko is a good kid. He gets good grades, and he works his fanny off here. He loves that girl. Langston is his life, and if his parents won't let them be together... All right. Y'all can turn your backs if you want, but I, for one, am going to Dorian's tonight. For Markko's sake, I'm gonna march myself over there and let bygones be bygones. And what's more, I am not going over there empty-handed.
You taking a wooden stake? Good girl, straight through the heart.
I am taking my kind of weapon, my key lime pie.
I'll go see what's keeping her. Dorian, what's going on? Markko's parents are asking about you.
Yeah, asking whether I have any unpaid parking tickets.
We can stop all this. We could just explain.
Right. Admit that the people who I've wronged aren't going to forgive me. I won't do that. Absolutely not.
Dorian, reality check. Okay, Mo and Noel aren't in the kitchen. Sean isn't upstairs. And Mrs. Davidson and Mr. Banks are not coming.
Honey, I swore to you I'd make this right. And by heaven, I will.
How? Markko's father isn't trying to hear anything anybody has to say.
So, what's up? My parents are getting antsy.
Once more into the breach. Come on, kids. All right. I hope you brought your appetites with you because we have a fabulous feast awaiting you in our dining room. Shall we?
Have your other guests already arrived? Are they seated? Then now here are they.
Well, the truth is that...
The truth is that I ruined the first pie I made and had to whip up another one. So sorry I'm late. It's key lime, your favorite. Buenas noches, señor y señora Rivera. Es un placer conocerlos. Su hijo Markko me habló mucho de ustedes. Él es un regalo para nosotros en el Buenos Días Café.
Ay, muy simpática. Muchas gracias.
Es la verdad, señora Rivera. I can already see where your son gets his good looks and intelligence from. Again, so sorry for the delay. Dorian's just crazy about my bacon.
And where is your husband, Mrs. Stubbs?
You mean Mo? Will,
Right here. Evening, everyone.
Mo. Mo, how are things doing in the kitchen?
It's going great. How's everybody doing?
Sean, how's it hanging with the bros? Jack, Sam, upstairs in their room?
The boys are watching a DVD. They're good.
Great. Vicky. And Charlie. Welcome. Welcome. What took you so long? Oh, of course. You were getting the wine I asked you to get.
The wine, Dorian?
The Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, I had it at a wine tasting last week. It was stunning.
Sorry, Dorian. We looked everywhere. Couldn't find it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for searching for it.
I have to question why you would ask Mr. Banks, of all people, to buy alcohol. As I recall, you mentioned you were an alcoholic.
In recovery, yeah.
And you drugged him unconscious? Poured alcohol down his throat? What kind of person does these things, Dr. Lord? What kind of doctor are you?
Actually...
Yeah, it's a little hard to explain.
Don't even try, Charlie. What I did to you was reprehensible. And I don't think there's any way that I can ever make it up to you, but believe me, I'm going to try. What I did to this man was horrible. Absolutely horrible, and yet here he is, along with his fiancée. But not for me, for your son and my daughter. Two wonderful young people who love each other very much.
You invite us to your home so you could lie to us? Deceive us? Vámonos! Geraldo!
No! Not so fast. You're right. I invited you into my home under the mistaken impression that I could charm you into accepting me and therefore, by extension, my daughter. I wanted you to forgive me for the way I behaved at the graduation party. I was in a great deal of personal pain. I drank too much and, well, we all know the rest of that story. Yes, I can be a very self-centered and impetuous person, and yet I am one of the most generous, kind people that you will ever meet in your life. So why don't you just get off your high horse and stop acting so damn superior?
I don't have to listen to this.
Your son was raised in a very loving, supportive home, but he is not a child anymore. He is a man, and he is in love with my daughter. And no matter how she wears her hair or how she dresses, he is lucky to have her. There is no fighting this. And if you do, so help me, you're gonna lose him.
This is a very fine sentiment from you, Dr. Lord. But we are leaving.
Ernesto, please.
You too, Geraldo. This is not the girl, not the family for you.
Ernesto, we should at least stay and have the meal the gentleman prepared for us.
Geraldo, now!
I'm not going.
Son,
I'm making a choice. And I choose Langston. Dr. Lord's right. Langston's worth fighting for. Now, I love you, Papi, but you have...
Geraldo, do I have to remind you?
Yes, I know. As long as I live under your roof, I follow your rules. Okay. I'll sleep in the park if I have to, but you can't keep us apart anymore. I love Langston. And we made love because it was right for us. And I know that you don't agree with that.
Agree? It is a mortal sin, mijo.
And I respect your beliefs, Papi. But I have to be my own man. I have to be true to myself, and I have to be true to Langston.
Stop. Where are you going?
Langston and I are gonna go upstairs now. We're gonna close the door to her room, and we're gonna do what we want to do. And there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Stop! Come back here! Geraldo!
Langston and I are gonna go upstairs now. We're gonna close the door to her bedroom, and we're gonna do whatever we want to. And there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Stop! Come back here! Geraldo! Geraldo, come back here! Now! Don't make me come up there after you!
Well, I'll say one thing for your dinner parties, Dorian. They're never dull.
Mr. and Mrs. Rivera, are you all right?
How can we be all right?
My son and your daughter have gone upstairs to do God knows what. What do you have to say for yourself?
Drink, anyone?
You sure showed him.
Yeah.
So, what do we do now?
Well, the way I see it, we have two options. We can stay up here and just enjoy the fact that we're sticking it to him.
Or
Or we make good on the threat.
I'll take door number 2.